Hello, it's I Just Parks Made here again. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to achieve this trouser with side pleats. Okay, you can see how beautiful it is, and for my own, after sewing it, I didn't style it up or do any special thing, and I've actually added, so the crotch from my old pattern wasn't fitting, but this is what my own result looks like. Okay, so please, before you take your measurements, before you sew anything, ensure you take your measurements again and be sure it's okay. So let's just get started. So this is the old pattern I worked with. Remember I said I used an old pattern and I've actually added, so it has increased my crotch length, which that was the only mistake I made because the crotch was a bit tight on me. So this is the old pattern I worked with. So just check my video for my previous trouser patterns. Okay, so the only thing I'll just go ahead is alter this pattern. So now I'll be coming in by half an inch from the waist. You can do half an inch, you can do 0.75. So just come in by half an inch on the waist and then take your pencil or your marker pen and draw a straight line. Try as much as possible to follow that line. Just try as much as possible to follow the line all the way to the end. Yes, that's what I did. So now don't forget that this pattern is going to alter your cut is going to alter your pattern paper. Okay, so it is advisable, if you still want to keep your old patterns, you can duplicate it, to do this pattern. Okay, all right. So if this is your first time joining, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. So I'll just go ahead and just draw the pattern all the way down to the end. And when I'm done with this for the front, I'll do the same thing to the back. Yes, because it's a side pleat, so both sides would have the pleats. So both your front and your back would have the pleats. So I'll just go ahead and just draw the same line all the way to my back, like so. Now when this is done, I'll just go ahead and cut out the line that I drew. I'm going to cut it out because I want to fix in a new pattern paper. Now whatever you're fixing in depends on how wide or how big you want your pleats to be and how big you want your trousers to be, because you see this extra pleat you're fixing in, it will also increase the wideness of your pants. Yes, your pants, meaning your trousers. It will also increase the wideness of your pants. Now this is about 8 inches wide. Yes, it is really wide. Okay, when I was done, I realized that it was too wide and my fabric wasn't going to be enough for this width, so I ended up reducing it. But yeah, you can do as much as 8 inches wide, as much as 6 inches, as much as 4 inches. I think 4 inches is too small, so you can do 4, 5, 6. Okay, depends on how big or how small you want yours to be. So whatever you're doing, whatever width you're pleating, that is what you'll be fixing in this line that we cut out open. That is what is going to be replaced. And now when you replace it, you're going to be joining back the sides. Yes, you're going to be joining back the sides. So when you're done joining back the sides, whatever width you get there is what you're going to be working. This is going to now be your new trouser pattern. Okay, now this is the fabric I'll be working with. This is a Jonkoso fabric, but it's a very light one. It's a very light one. Remember I said I used the width of 8, and because my fabric wasn't going to be enough, I had to reduce what I got. Yes, I had to reduce what I got there. So I actually realized this after I folded my fabric into 2 and I tried placing the pattern paper. I realized that this is too much. So that was when I went ahead to reduce it a bit, and I ended up working with a total of 6 inches or 5 inches. Yes, so that's why I said 6 inches, 5 inches is going to still do the work. 6 inches, 5 inches will still do the work. Now for that pants, if you're interested in it and you are smaller than I am, let's say you're a hip 38 or waist 30, hip 38, and you're not so tall, you're a bit in an average height, you can, I think I would like to do a giveaway for it. For my active followers, you must have been subscribed to this channel for a while and all that. Okay, so after reducing it to the inches I'll be working with, I finally used a total of 5 or 5.5. Yeah, so I finally used that. So I no longer use the 8 inches, and now I can go ahead and transfer this pattern onto my fabric and then add my allowances. Now you would add half inch or 1 inch to the side, depending on how many inches allowance you want to sew out. So your seam allowance is totally up to you. You can do half an inch on all the sides roundabout. You can do 1 inch, you can do half an inch, but make sure that your half an inch is always on the side, or your 1 inch is always at the side, and then half an inch on every other corner. So the crotch area is going to have half an inch, the thigh area is going to have a half an inch, while the sides you can do 1.5, you can do 1 inch, you can do half an inch as well, depending on how many inch or how many seam allowances you are willing to add to your pattern or to your fabric. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and just mark out all I need, and this is what it should look like when I'm done. So I did half an inch to the thigh area, to the crotch area, and then 1 inch to the sides. So this is what I have here. Okay, now when I'm done with this, I had to make sure that I mark the area where I'll be nudging for my pleats. Yes, I marked the area I'll be nudging for my pleats. Also, the second part, I just I didn't bother fixing in any paper. I just gave that gap for the inches of pleats I'll be taking out. So I just gave the spacing. So you can do this, or you can do the first pattern. Okay, the first pattern I fixed in the paper to cut out. Okay, so I already prepared my band, and I'll just go ahead and just hurriedly sew this pants. Now this pants has no pocket, and if you want to put pockets on yours, it's totally okay, but I do not know what it would look like. But for me, I didn't fix in any pocket, so I just went ahead to just sew in my crotch and then fold in my pleats, and I'll be showing you how I folded in my pleats on this sewing part of this video. Okay, so I'll first of all go ahead and unpin my pattern, and when I'm done unpinning my pattern to my fabric, I'll go ahead and sew. Now, as usual, I would start with the front. I'll just go ahead and join the crotch for the front first before I will go ahead and join the sides. Yes, I'll go ahead and join the sides for the back. Now, after joining the sides, I'll go ahead and sew in my pleats. Now, what I did was that I came down by 1 inch because I wanted these pleats to be pronounced. I sewed the pleats in like by 1 inch, making it look as if I was doing a dart, which wasn't a dart, so that when I fix my band and take out that half an inch, my pleats will be obvious and pronounced. Can you see what I did there? So when I sewed it in by 1 inch, I pushed it towards the front so that the pleats can face the side. Okay, see what I did here? So that when I join the sides together, it will be showing, like it will be very obvious that there's a pleat on the side. Another thing you can do is not to add too much allowance, so that when you stitch the side, the pleats will almost want to kiss each other. That's another thing you can do, even though mine is a little bit not so close to each other, but I feel like if you do it that way, it will also come out really fine. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and also prepare the back of this pants. Okay, when I went ahead to sew the back, I left that allowance there because I'll be fixing in my zip. So I'll go ahead and also sew the pleats for the back. Remember that we did the same thing. Whatever we did to the front, we are doing the same thing to the back. So I'll just go ahead and sew in 1 inch down as if I am sewing a dart. Sewing in that 1 inch down as if I'm sewing a dart, and then pushing my pleats to the front or towards the front of the pants, and then match on it so that my pleats can be pronounced when I shape the sides together. Yeah, so that my pleats can be pronounced when I shape the sides together. Okay, so now if you've watched this video so far and you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please, what are you waiting for? Kindly subscribe to my channel, as it will really mean a lot to me. Okay, kindly subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to share this video to someone you know might need it, someone you know that has been trying to make this style of pants and doesn't know how to go about it. Please don't forget to share this video with them. So now when I'm done with my pleats and I went ahead to prepare everything about this pants, I'll just go ahead and join the front to the back. Yes, just following the allowances that I added for sewing. I will go ahead and I used 1 inch for myself, so I'll go ahead and just sew out that 1 inch all the way to the end. So this is what I'm going to do on both sides. You can see that our pleat is kissing each other or touching each other. Also, please, for the back, be sure that the back pleat you make is not different from the front pleat. Okay, so be very sure that it's almost the same inches for the front and for the back. Yeah, okay, so I'll just go ahead and sew everything all the way down, and our trouser or our pants is ready. So you can see that on the hem part of this pant, I had already ironed it out and the band was already fixed. So the only thing I'm going to do is just run the stitch all around it, and voila, we have a ready pant. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you subscribe to my channel and do leave a like and a thumbs up on this video. See you on my next class. Bye.